Good morning, Greens family. So I'm going to tell you how my car went under a truck, all because I was disobedient. So I go to this car wash like 5 times per week. I like when the car is clean and fresh. And after leaving the car wash, I normally go to do some delivery and then I do some pickup. So I have to be working with the time. On this specific morning, I was so late because of traffic. By the time I leave the car wash, I had to be rushing just to see if I could catch up with the time. Now, normally, before I start working each day, I normally take that time to pray and ask God for His grace and also His protection, because I know genuinely when you go out there driving all day or taking transportation all day and you come home safely, it didn't have to go like that. It is only because of grace. There is a lot of driver out there that can drive way better than you. They have the biggest license, and what happened to them didn't happen to you. It's grace. So I didn't have time to pray that morning, Greens family. I was like, I'm supposed to pray. I don't even have time. Let's just move. And the moment I drive off, because I'm so used to praying before driving off, I'm like, there is this urge that come like, you're supposed to pray. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to pray now. When I'm finished with my delivery and all my pickup, then I will find some time to pray. Put prayer last and put business first. That was my decision that I just quickly make in my head. And I heard a voice said, pray. That was the only word I hear. Pray. And it was very strong. And I said this out of my mouth. And this is the exact same word that I said. I said, I am not going to pray now. When I am finished with what I am doing, then I'll pray. It reminds me of the story of Jonah. How God tell him to go to Nineveh, and he decided that he decided I'm going to Tarshish, and he learned the hard way. So he get the hardship because he go to Tarshish. If you understand what I'm saying. So I decide that I'm not going to pull off and pray because I am way behind time and I have a lot to do, and what I am doing come first. That is what I'm saying to myself, not knowing what God is trying to protect me from. So I came up to this gas station. It was a Ruby's gas station. And there was this guy who came out in the middle of the road and he put down 2 cones in the road. I was at the front of the line and he put a cone in front of my car. There was a car right beside me. He put a cone in front of that car. After he put the cone inside of the road, we couldn't pass because the cone is there. So he signaled to the truck, that's the gas truck, that he's supposed to reverse because he have to reverse on the highway and then he can go forward. So the truck started reversing. Now the truck stopped. For whatever reason, I don't know. So the guy in the middle of the road was like saying, what happened? Like he was asking the truck driver, what happened? Why do you stop? So the truck wasn't moving and the truck wasn't responding to him. The driver wasn't responding to him. So he come back to in the middle of the road and he take up back the 2 cone. He take up back the 2 cone and he said, go ahead. The moment I pressed gas to move off, the truck started reversing again. So it's as if the truck was reversing, something happened that the truckman stopped. The truckman didn't realize that the guy in the road was telling him that, was asking him what happened. Or the truckman didn't realize that the guy had lifted up the cone out of the road. So the truck now started reversing. Now I am right behind the truck now. So I quickly held the brake and I started pressing the horn. And the truckman is not hearing me. So I had to jump out of the vehicle. I jump out of the vehicle in drive. The moment I jump out of the vehicle slowly go down under the truck. And then the truckman keep reversing and everyone is shouting out to him. That time the car is under the truck already. And my hand is on my head. I don't know what to think. I'm like, what is going on right here? When I look, the car is almost completely under the truck. Greens family, I am so shocked. I am like, oh my God, look what disobedient caused. If I had just stopped to pray, that truck would have been gone. I wouldn't have catch that truck. But because I am hurrying and I'm putting my business first, because what I am doing is more important to me, not knowing that God is trying to protect me from what is ahead of me, and I don't know. No, I'm just there confused, lost, feeling hopeless. I'm thinking, ah, boy, I don't even remember that I have delivery to do, that I have pickup to do. I don't even remember that I wanted breakfast to eat. I'm just thinking, ah, look at the car. The car was so clean and pretty, and now the car is under a truck, all because I was disobedient. Anyway, the middle of the road was completely blocked, so no car couldn't pass by. Car was passing on the next side of the road. People taking picture, people asking, people saying, driver, you should have waited, and stuff like that. But they didn't know what happened because they weren't unseen. But genuinely, Greens family, I'm telling you, I was waiting behind the cone, patiently, waiting for the truck to reverse and go ahead. The truckman reversed, he stopped, and for some reason, I don't know why he stopped. The guy in the middle of the road was trying to ask the truckman, why do you stop? He's not responding, so he lifted the cone. The moment he lifted the cone, the truck started to reverse. We drive out in the road already. So the car ended up under the truck. So luckily, Greens family, when the police officer came and they were trying to clear the road, when the truck drive off the car was really damaged, like most of the top. But I was thinking that it would have right off, like how it looked. It looked as if it was going to right off, like it is completely done. But then I realized that, you know, it could be fixed. So now I'm thinking, who is going to fix this car? Is it going to be the company? Or is it going to be the insurance? Or is it going to be the truckman? But we're going to have to get down in details to see who is going to fix this car. So anyway, the truckman, you know, came out and he started explaining to the police officer that maybe I didn't want to wait and stuff like that. So they run the camera. When they run the camera, they realize that he was the one at fault. No, here is another problem, Greens family. The police officer said, let me have your papers. When I give them my papers, my insurance is up around 5 hours ago. Like 5 hours before the accident, my insurance was up. I have never seen anything like that. So my insurance was supposed to be renewed in the early morning, like around 9 o'clock, and the accident happened sometimes like around 12 o'clock or something like that. Yeah, around 4 hours I am without insurance, and then this happened. Oh my God. So you know what happened now, Greens family? I am going to have to fix that car for myself. That is another problem again. So even though I get the right, I end up getting the wrong because I didn't have insurance. My insurance has been up for 4 hours. And even if it's a minute the insurance is up, the insurance company is not going to be responsible if the accident happened after the time that is on the piece of paper that them give to you, that cover note. So, and then now, if I'm so happy that nothing happened to that truck, because if nothing happened to the truck, I would have to end up fix the truck. But the truck, nothing happened to it. Not even a bruise. Only the car was crushed. Now I had to, you know, just walk from the scene with my shame face, feeling depressed, don't know what I'm going to do next. But Greens family, I want you to learn from this mistake. Learn from my mistake. No matter how you are rushing, always ask God for his coverage, because he's watching over you and he knows everything. We only know what is before us. But remember, he knows everything. So when he speaks, listen. And what doesn't cost life, don't let it get the best of you. You fall to the ground, you're able to rise again. So remember this, when you wake up in the morning and you put on your nice clothes and you jump in your nice car and you drive to that, you know, nice paying job and you come back home safely in the evening, don't take it for granted. Don't think that it had to be that way. I am telling you, it's only by grace that you come back home safely. Some of the time, if your eyes were open to see the many things that you escape daily, you would be amazed. You're not alone, my friend. So I hope you do enjoy that video. Today I have a lot of errands to take on, but I had to take this little time out to share that incident with you. And I also hope you have been encouraged to have a little more patience and also a little bit more obedience. And a lot of times, some things escape us, and it was meant to be. don't let it, don't take it to heart and start, worrying about it, because sometimes we're trying to catch up with the time and we end up in some sticky situation, and many of times we are unable to get out of them. So please be sure to give this video a like, leave a comment, be a part of the Greens family, and we will see you shortly.